And lastly, probably the most important part here is that I felt like I was a fraud as a person. I saw others being able to assert themselves and their needs or embrace their choices and live from a place of authenticity without really worrying about what others would think or say. All of that really baffled me. Even though that I wanted to be like that, it was really baffling. For me, this thing felt like imposter syndrome of pretending that I was a person, not that it was like imposter syndrome that I couldn't manage Excel or something like that, but I felt like I was a fraud as a person. And instead of having a strong inner healthy sense of self, like most childhood trauma survivors, I had to come up with something like a good enough substitute, which is the false sense of self. We all need something to kind of come up with when we don't grow up in healthy attachment and safety. And related to that, at age 11, I started playing drums. And weirdly enough, I chose them to make myself stand out from the other kids who were good at sports and stuff like that, like a strategy. But I didn't do it from having an inherent interest in actually playing the drums or a desire to play drums. I just did it to kind of be somebody. That was a strategy. Fortunately, I fell in love with playing drums, and it really helped me through some terrible years. It sort of still helps me, and I still love them. In my late teens, I played in drums in indie bands and clubs, and being pretty good at it, I thought that that was my identity, and that I thought that that was my sense of self. Like, hi, I'm Patrick, I play drums. Playing drums for me and getting attention from it felt like having a life vest in a sea of anxiety and doubt about feeling like a fraud at life otherwise. And it was the one thing that gave me value in my mind. It made me okay. Only valuing an ability is kind of transactional as a human in the world and pretty egoic. But I'm grateful for having that ability to play music because it kept me buoyant and not having any internal resources. If I had a great night at a show, then I had value. If I made a mistake at a show, then I would get super neurotic or needy about it, and I lost any sense of goodness, which is the theme to this video. Many childhood trauma survivors find that same kind of life vest of value in things like, say, sex, or appearance, or work, or being an artist, or being a rebel, or being super achieving. We find something, but it's not fully who we are. It's just a part of who we are, and valuing ourselves based on what we do solely always ends up empty, and our worth is kind of conditional and fluid. Goodness doesn't really stick in those conditions, only good performances, and even those are fleeting. Again, we don't really have a foundation of worth beyond of what we do, and I think that that's a problem in society. So just to be clear, not having a strong sense of self doesn't mean you're totally vacant or empty. There is enough really in there to build upon, and it's important to not